gonna start the stream. I didn't do the shameless plugs. We're all just joining back together, so if anybody jumps in, great, but truly, if it's just us, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna say, due to it being a reunion, I'm gonna give everybody 15 points on their points cards. Again, for anybody who got grand charms while you were involved in the crossover, those aren't X'd out in this list, so there's a possibility of getting double of the same charm. We'll cross that bridge if we get to it. And charms that some people can have now, other people might possibly have, having two people with the same charm, which I always think is pretty cool. As I said, I'm not going to do a recap. Instead, I'm going to jump right into things, and once you are gathered together, you can do the recap and tell each other stories of your adventures these past little bit. Where I will start...
Do the best you can.
Yeah. Where I will start is in the Athena system. Both... MT and Wade, you arrive probably within about 6 hours of each other. Starting with Wade being the closest to the Athena system at the time. Having just finished your little adventure, the Neuromancer pops up on your screen. Are you piloting right now, or are you letting somebody, like one of the side people
I would be piloting, because I'm still getting used to the show.
Yeah, you were pretty beat up, though. Like, I long rested your character, but, like, he was near death.
Okay. So, yeah, I'd be taking a nap then.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Like, somebody else is doing the cruise control while you're... Well, even the Neuromancer, like, the Neuromancer has, like, injected itself as an AI on your ship. And may just be like piloting itself. The Neuromancer.
Sorry, BHD, I don't mean to ruin the vibe. We skipped doing grand charms and charms.
Oh, that is fair. I'm assuming you have a grand charm to redeem?
Yeah, I'm getting a grand charm.
Okay.
I'm sorry to ruin the
That's
the vibe
okay. That's okay.
I'll be doing the same.
2 grand charms. Is anybody else getting a grand charm? Is anybody else getting regular charms? Because I forgot to ask that too. I just gave points and jumped right into it. I apologize. That's my bad. Okay, we got 2 grand charms today. The first one, grab the vape here. First one is for Loki. Grand Charm of Gravitic Pulse. As an action, all creatures within 30 feet of you must make a strength saving throw or be pulled 15 feet towards you once per short rest.
Oh, sweet Jesus. That will be a good combo with the Eleftherion.
Yeah, that's insane. And Chubbs, yours is the other one?
Mm-hmm.
Grand Charm of the Dreamwalker. You can cast Dream once per long rest without components. Additionally, you do not need to sleep.
Always vigilant. All right.
I think with your new role, it definitely checks out. But we will get to that. Chaka, there we go. Arriving first in the Athena system, Wade, after you went through your adventure and you figured out where you needed to go, you linked up with MT and had a brief conversation where it was like, hey, come meet me. I've seen some shit and we need to talk. Both of you headed to the same direction, to the Athena system. You come out of hyperspace first, and after getting a fair portion of rest, it is the Neuromancer that says, weight of space, Australia, it is time to wake up.
Oh, that's not a very disturbing alarm. I appreciate that. I've had some that have kicked me right in the bollocks. It's not nice.
I figured you would appreciate the gentle approach.
Yeah, I usually do when I'm not fighting.
Weight of Space Australia, we have arrived in the Athena system.
Oh, good. Are we landed? Because, I mean, I don't want to just jump out of the airlock into deep space.
No, we have not landed yet. I did a quick scan of the system. The closest planet is one called Valkyrie. It is kind of a jungle paradise, normally governed by angel-like creatures called Valkyries.
All right, let's ride to the Valkyries.
The issue with that right now is that there are ships surrounding the planet, and they do not seem friendly.
What kind of ships?
It gets a closer scan and pops up like a 3D like hologram of this ship.
Does it look familiar to me?
No, this is a completely new style of ship. You haven't seen these yet. They look to be about
Even
the
in my
size.
past, like,
even in
if I
your
rolled-
give me a history check. We'll see if you've passed through this system before, because this is a system-specific ship.
An okay roll.
That's pretty good. A 15, I will give it to you. You are a ship junkie, so you probably have done a little bit of research. You haven't seen this variety, or like this specific ship, but you have seen a variety of it. And you have heard of the Athena system, knowing that it comes from here. This comes from a very small company called Ironsworn.
Ugh. Oh, mate, it's an iron swarm.
Yeah,
It looks like since I last heard of them, they cleaned up the overburn.
What
the hell?
The ship is called a crown, and normally they are like all like silver and gold, silver and something. Usually they have much brighter colors to them for their paint jobs. Like none of them that look like dark like this. And this one seems to like, from what you can tell from the scan, it appears to have some kind of void engine with that like kind of purple hue that you've become used to. She says, or the neuromancer says, the closest safe space is a Squangies. There is a Squangies available.
Well, if I know my mates, that's probably where we're gonna meet anyway. So let's go get some burgers.
Yeah, you head to the Squangies, and when you disembark, there are two large, what appear to be sentry bots that say, no weapons past this point. And they, like, cross their swords in front of the door.
I kind of smirk as I, like, leave my weapons on the ship. Just kind of look at my hands as I do so.
Yeah. Once they detect that you have no weapons, they uncross their swords and let you in. And this Squangies, it looks very much like a regular Squangies. There's a couple of denizens already inside. And behind the counter appears to be like a warforged, like a mech. That looks over and says, welcome, my name is Gorak Steelbane. Please take a seat.
Thank you. I like your spatula braces.
Thank you. It makes accessing my tools quick.
I respect that kind of efficiency.
What can I serve for you today?
I'll have a classic double with extra bacon and extra cheese.
Classic double with extra bacon and extra cheese.
And light on the onions.
Yes, sir. And you watch as he gets to work, making your meal. He's like, seems like you're coming from far away, friend. What brings you to the Athena system?
Oh, I'm rendezvousing with my crew. Rendezvousing is a very hard word for me to say in this accent. I'm sorry. I haven't seen them in a while. They got kind of cast across the galaxy a bit after we did a big mission. Also, I beat up a giant mech. Made me feel really happy. Unfortunately, it hit me so hard I can't even remember the name of the system. I guess you just told me it's Athena.
Well, Athena is where you have arrived. Very interesting. Please refrain from fighting inside this vessel.
Don't worry, I don't want any trouble. Unless someone pulls that, oh, my hands are registered weapons line. I hate it when people say that. Last time a guy said that, I punched him in the jaw so hard his jaw flew across the room and he didn't.
Well, violence is reprimanded here and handled by our AI Justice.
Alright, I'll be careful. Most AI are a fair bit smarter than I am, and it kind of freaks me out. I don't want to be on the wrong side of them. They'll like whisper to my wrist that has nothing on it. Nothing personal, Neuromancer.
The Neuromancer does not answer, but you do get like a message. Do you have your helmet on right now, or do you have it off?
I'd have it on.
Have it on. You see a message buzz across your screen that says, I will not speak vocally, but the AI here is militant, and I am going to do my best to hide my presence for now.
I'll start to reply and then stop because they're hiding themselves.
Yeah. While you are eating, I mean, you arrive, you hang out for a while, you probably have a couple burgers. And by the time you've gotten through a few, you realize that time has passed.
Can I?
Oh, yeah.
Before anyone arrives, I've come up with the Squengy's quality test.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold a lighter to one of my burgers and see if it's greasy enough to catch fire.
Oh.
And if it doesn't catch fire, I will only have one burger because I'll be disappointed that it's not greasy enough for proper Squengy.
Oh, dude. It's like a magic trick where, like, it sparks up. The whole burger catches fire for a moment before it dims down to just the patty. These are some greasy ass. This is a true Squengy's burger. Oka would
have
be
a
proud.
refreshed smile, and then I'll feel to see if my eyebrows are still there after that. We'll say they are.
Roll just a raw d20.
All right.
They're there.
Like my eyebrows made
Yeah,
it.
your eyebrows are still there. They made it.
No, nice. So I'm very happy. This has met all my standards. Just having a good meal.
Your crew members that came with you have also disembarked from the Fighting Fantasy. Bolt and Vex Norin, who just kind of like go off to their own side table and order a couple burgers themselves. You're welcome to join them if you like, but like they just kind of like take a table to the side.
I'll look at their table, realize I'd take up the entire booth, and that wouldn't be appreciated, and I'll stick to my table.
Yep.
I've already like pushed a booth table like onto the bench across from it. Sit down.
MT, about 6 hours later, you are the next to arrive in the Athena system. The same thing, like as you come out, the closest planet you can see has this like kind of like ring of ships that are just surrounding it like a shield.
Okay. Well, I scan for any other structures or stations.
Yeah, you obviously find the Squengies. There are several planets.
Oh, there's the Squengies?
There is a Squengies.
Probably where the team's gonna meet up.
Yeah.
Let's rendezvous with them there because it's a name that I recognized, and why not?
Yep. So you head to the Squengies and you see, you didn't see Wade get awarded with the ship. So you don't see any ship you recognize, but you do see a Hawkeye fighter. Like a military Hawkeye fighter ship. Once again, you are advised by the guards at the entrance that no weapons are permitted past the doors. They have like a bin that they can hold them for you, or otherwise it's advised to keep them on your ship.
Newton goes like this with his hand, and a frowny face goes over appears on Newton's face. And then Newton will just stand guard outside while I walk in.
Perfect.
And I will put my weapons in held by Newton. That is Newton.
You arrive and enter without your weapons and your mech into the Squangies, and once again you are welcomed by Gorak Steelblade, who looks over and says, "Oh, another automaton. Welcome, friend."
Greetings. It's been a while since I have met another as advanced as you.
Marshal Prime Gorak Steelblade from Aegis 9. Do you come from Oakenshield?
I do not recognize the name. Possibly. I have had some of my memory banks are encrypted beyond my deciphering.
I understand. Well, welcome, brother. Please join. And as he directs you and kind of like brings attention to you, Wade, you see MT, who he is addressing.
Oi, legendary mate, MT. And then I'll say some things in really deep Australian that would get censored on places that wouldn't even speak the language to begin with. Like, it's clearly endearment, but everyone else in the restaurant is shocked.
Yeah.
Wade, great to see you.
Zach, I gotta turn
know
up the
we
mic.
spoke very briefly. You were the one that directed me here, but I have not seen you in quite a while.
Oh yeah, you haven't even seen my new ship. It's like the old one, but good.
I've got a new ship.
Yeah, we got our own little fleet going here.
Mine is not much more than a shuttle, but it's good for landing.
You saw the old Crow. Doesn't matter what it is, if it flies, all ships go to heaven. You just hope they don't take you with them.
It's a little ship is better than no ship if you're trying to travel.
Yeah, and you get connected to all those little idiosyncrasies, and it's your ship. One day you might even read the manual.
Well, it's my ship that was salvaged. I'm still cleaning it from its previous occupants.
Of their stuff or of them?
I think of just their stuff, but it was hand-me-down. Someone else gave it to me. There might still be some of them in them. I'm not sure.
Gross. Well, I'll keep my mask on until you figure that one out.
I also don't. I don't really know how organics work. They might leave some parts of them behind.
It's usually just dust. Too trivial to matter. Unless it's like death dust or like fecal dust, it's less fun.
I still want the regular dust cleaned.
Yeah. Well, if any of us gets pink eye, we know.
Jesus Christ. Members of the Anathema, it is at this point which was like at the end of the last crossover session where you are leaving the Atreus system and are able to connect with Wade and you're able to connect with Wade. Wade, you get a ping that you're getting a message from your ship.
Oh, Mike. Hey, what's up?
On the Anathema, I'm pretty sure Vera is piloting here. very salty that Zap was even in control of it for a second. But after departing and having your moment with your new allies, Vera does take control of the ship and start heading to the hyperspace portal. And as it does, as you just start to hyper jump, that's when you get connected and are able to hail Wade.
Oh, hello.
You guys can hear that.
On comms? Yeah, I guess because this would be in the captain, in the cockpit, I guess, right?
Yeah,
that would be you guys.
Can we all hear it?
You can, yeah, you can you have an intercom system where you could have him coming from everywhere.
Your ship has space.
Chaka's just like, hold on, I know that accent.
That God?
Oh yeah, straight out of Space Adelaide.
Wade, where are you?
I'm at a Squengies in the Athena system. I just juggled 2 burgers and then opened my mouth and almost got them both in my mouth, but I missed a bit. He's got ketchup on the side of his face.
Gorak in the background goes, "Can't confirm."
Very proud
it's
of you.
okay. I cleaned up the mess that wasn't on my face by eating it.
Excellent. I'm gonna turn to the rest of the crew and be like, guys, I'm starving. We gotta get to that Squengies.
Also, I beat up a mech.
Beat up a mech?
Yeah, he was like the mech warrior judge. He was like, I trust your mech fighting skills are pure and true, and I beat the shit out of him. He got me pretty good too, but I mean, I'm still here mostly. So.
Well, that's good. We'll be there soon. You can tell us all about it.
Heck yeah. I should have filmed it.
Pushing the speed of the ships, there is something that you need to decide. So the Zealot right now is with you guys. It's probably docked in the Anathema with Emiko, Swizz, and a Squengies mascot. Emiko asks you, Chubbs, should we go back to the Halberd HQ and handle things, or do you want us here with you?
So I guess this one's kind of a weird 50-50 because most of the people that are on the ship are followers of Oka. The entirety of this crew.
I mean, they are followers of Oka, but they are part of the ship's crew now, right? They all, anyone that's with you understood why Oka left. They all heard the same thing, so they are in the same boat as you. You're basically an emissary of Oka. You're one of his fucking prophets, right? You were always with him. You're closest to him. Now that he is gone, you are the representative of the faith of Oka.
So whether or not we should send Emiko and Swizz, or assuming they would go with the other ship, let's say. I don't think there's any reason to get rid of crew right now, because I think we're just over minimum for both ships being able to be piloted.
Yeah. In the Zealot, you've got Emiko, Swizz, and a Squengies mascot. On the Anathema, you've got Vera, Chaka, Gilbert is still with you. Wrench, Lyra Voss, two Squengies mascots. Tomas, Jerry, Loki, and Borklord.
I think Emiko is part of my brood network as well.
Yeah.
Be another reason to keep her around at least.
Yeah, it's Emiko and Vera, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't have my notebook in here with me, I'm sorry, so I can double
That's
check.
okay.
I had it written down, but I didn't add it to the character sheet for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see any reason for you guys to go back. I mean, you guys are doing great, and you know, you guys are taking care of the other ship. I mean, it's it's well placed in your hands.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, we could. I guess we're happy to be useful here if you want us to do like reconnaissance or scouting or finding items or information, anything like that. Or even if at a later time you need us to go to the halberd system, or not the halberd system, the Helena system. If you need us to go back to halberd for whatever reason, you just let us know. But yeah, we'll stick with you.
Yep.
We'll stick with you, Captain.
What the fuck?
It's got to be somebody. It was Oka.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but we'll see how it goes.
Ship needs a captain, sir.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Anyways, work together as a team. Everybody contributes. This is a democracy.
They just kind of like look at each other and they're like, okay. You once again both.
You're still saying this on comms with me?
Yeah, the comms are still open.
My and Captain.
Well, I've been hearing. While I've been hearing him talk, I patch into his comm.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you guys are here.
First wait, now MT. Holy shit. Wait, MT?
Yeah, you guys.
I survived.
You guys thought MT was dead.
Oh yeah, he got better.
Oh my god!
The temporarily going ghost ended up saving me, though I ended up in the outer rim somewhere.
The Outer Rim.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty inappropriate name too.
A cool Captain Creel.
Interesting. I would love to hear more about that when we're together. Are you coming to Squanky's too?
I'm already here.
Oh my goodness! Guys, we gotta get to Squanky.
I got here maybe 15 minutes ago.
Call it like an hour. After being there for a little bit with Wade, these guys were like connected to the to Wade and then through you. It's another few hours. Again, they just punch it. Another few hours before they arrive. But once they do, once again, everybody is informed that you can enter, but you must leave your weapons in your ship or in their designated bins.
Chubbs doesn't really have any weapons on him.
They are counting shields.
Motherfuckers. Yeah, Chubbs will hang him up in the bay of the ship. In like a locked compartment.
Yep.
Chaka will do the same.
Loki does the same. Loki takes all his weapons off. And any of his cooking utensils that they might think are weapons.
Yeah. You arrive, you put your weapons away, and head in. Your entire crew heads in, and sits down, gets tables. Some of the people who know each other, like the followers of Oka, reunite at a table. The Squangy's mascots get together at a table. You can see that some other tables are occupied by people that were here previously, but otherwise, the rest of you gather, as Gorak Steelblade greets you, and like starts taking orders from you guys.
Oh, perfect. I'm starving. Could I please get a classic vegan double with extra vegan bacon and extra vegan cheese? Easy on the onion.
Coming right up.
Thank you.
You see as like every now and then he has to like run back to the synthesizer to make the vegan products. Vegan is just everything is synthesized. Just runs back and puts it in front of you.
I asked Gorak, I'm not sure if our physiology is the same, but give me one of what you would eat.
He reaches under the counter and pulls out a bottle of like premium oil. And then pulls out what appears to be like a shard of what like you with your mechanical brain can surmise was like part of a cube.
Okay.
Raw energanium and premium oil.
I will try this to see if it is compatible with me. I normally do not eat.
The oil would probably work for you, but this energanium, when you try to like bite it or whatever, like it doesn't taste good to you. Like it doesn't feel compatible with you. It feels like it's trying to fuel something that you don't have.
Okay.
He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. The energanium fuels are like a transformation matrix. I just assumed that you had one." And you watch as he transforms into a motorcycle before transforming back into a humanoid stance.
No, the only transformation I have, and then I spend a charge on my energy core, and Newton appears around me.
Can you just like summon him from anywhere now, like a warlock?
With the newest power that I got with the latest level up, yes.
Oh, that is so awesome.
Up to what is it? Something like 1,000 feet away.
So it like appears around you?
Yeah, I teleport it either adjacent to or around me. Based on my choice, it is around me if it has a cockpit. I have the choice.
Newton forms around you and alarms go off. And this hologram comes out of nowhere and says, "You have 5 seconds to remove weapons from this vessel, or you will be decimated."
I exit Newton and have Newton go into the mecha ball.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, throw it into the mech case.
Yep.
They will say you will have to place that in your ship. Please place that in your ship.
I walk it outside, and then have Newton exit the mech ball outside, back to standing guard outside, and then I walk back in.
Yep. Hologram disappears. I was like, sorry about that. Justice is very particular about the safety of this place.
Oh, I understand. I purely for defense, but I truly understand your defense.
He dishes out food to everybody, burgers, and then like moves to like go check on the people in the other booths and attend to them. And it's been pretty hectic. It's probably the first time for most of you that you've had a chance to really sit and rest and gather. And the very most prominent thing is that Oka is not there.
Has something
Oh,
happened
mate, where's
to
our
the,
mascot?
District manager?
Oh, yeah. Come here, and I'll like pull everybody in like really close and like whisper kind of in their ear, because like Chubbs assumes that it's kind of like a protection program, so he's kind of like trying to be real quiet with it. And he's like, well, I mean, so I guess Oka is, you know, like a very, like, he needs to be protected, so like Squiggies took him in and put him under like a full protection thing, so it's kind of like a, you know, they're hiding him away in one of the systems. And like I'll tell him that like he's back on like Great Axe and stuff like that.
He's not on Great Axe. He has gone to Jocelyn Wintertongue's planet.
Oh. My Discord just
had a little shit, yeah.
Yeah.
I will pick that. He is in Jocelyn Wintertongue's planet.
Yeah, Manus.
No, not Manus.
I corrected.
Not Manus. So Jocelyn.
I thought it was Manus.
No, Jocelyn Wintertongue comes from the same system as Oka. Manus is where her cousin lives.
Oh, okay.
The prince is her cousin, but she's from the same system as Oka, and she comes from a planet called Frostmourne.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then Oka's back home. Like he's back in his home system. They just they locked it down. They Squingy.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, he's gonna be there for a little bit. I've been tasked with trying to rid the problem at the source, but you know, we go from there. And yeah, that's kind of like the little catch up for like where Oka is, but and then Chubbs will also like kind of just give you like the briefest rundown. Like he will literally just hit all of the facts for like all of the stuff. Like Oka got kidnapped.
Yeah, I need you. I want you. Like, I want all of you to break down your individual segments, because like.
Yeah.
Both MT, like, I guarantee you these guys have not watched the recaps for the crossovers, so you need to fill in their missing portions, and they need to fill in the missing portions for their thing. So you have the advantage of having Chaka and Loki to help fill in bits of the story, but you have kicked this off. So please explain the situation as Chubbs understands it to their audience.
Yeah, so essentially Chubbs will basically like started like when we left, and you know we thought you died, so you're back on the planet. We left the planet, we went back, we had a party. Oka got too drunk and walked into a trap, I guess. The boys kidnapped him, took him away.
Oh yeah, MT, we named ourselves after you.
We're no longer the moldy crew?
Oh.
No, we're the empty ones. Because of you, in your honor.
Yeah, it was a pretty heroic sacrifice.
I don't know what to say. Wow. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's going to be very confusing when I introduce myself. Thank you.
Well, ours has an S at the end. The empty ones, because there's lots of us, but you're the empty ones.
It's spelled a little differently.
Yeah.
He is MT, and we are empty.
Yeah, because we were empty.
Not confusing at all.
Also, not gonna lie, we kind of assumed you weren't around anymore for the confusion.
Yeah.
Fair.
Is that gonna be weird? Do we have to find a new name?
We'll see if it becomes a problem in this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Well,
Yeah.
at least there's no more confusion between me and my robot, because my robot did die, and I no
Oh.
longer have that MT.
I'm so sorry.
I no longer
So
have
wait,
that.
are you no longer MT?
Hey, that's Grandma's
I'm
couch.
still MT1,
Okay,
but I no
so you're
longer
still
have
MT.
DMT1, and I now have Newton, who you previously saw.
Oh, okay. I was
Neutral.
wondering what that was.
So MT1, and now Newton. Okay, all right. I will do my best to remember that. So Oka got too drunk. He got kidnapped by Void Seekers. I sent a message out to get everybody to the ship. We didn't pick up Wade, but I knew he had a ship, so we did end up leaving about planet. I left him a message, though I don't know if he even got it. You do know how to work your voicemail, right?
Well, yes, but I do prefer email.
Okay, then I definitely used the wrong form of communication to get in touch with you.
I see where we messed up.
Fuck. Okay, all right. I'll remember that for next time as well.
Thank you.
We chased them
Chaka
to
takes a
another
note.
star system where we ended up finding another crew of people that had the same mission.
Yeah.
They're off on their own. They were some interesting people. One of them was like a little blob thing. Another was a cocky pilot in a very short skirt. Honestly, was very surprised that he wasn't hanging out.
You got my interest and lost it really quick there, mate.
Yeah, I promise you, I was like, oh man, another qualified pilot, and then I thought I seen something dangling, and I immediately turned away. Great guy though. He did great work.
There was the one guy. He didn't seem too weird. He just seemed like a regular human guy.
Oh yeah, Jonathan.
Yeah,
He was great. He was.
Yeah, just a regular human guy though. Like nothing really super extraordinary about him.
Yeah, really obscure references though.
Yeah,
Like,
I
nothing
didn't
that I
understand
recognize.
anything he was talking about. He had a cool mech though, but like inside he was just a normal guy.
Yeah. And then they had another guy. He wore a big hood, couldn't really see his face, but he was really good with computers.
Yeah, I was really impressed with him.
And then, so
there was like a tiny fairy lady, and she was the one that they kidnapped.
Oh yeah, well we didn't see her until much later, though.
No. Sorry, I jumped ahead.
Yeah. So we ended up meeting them at another Squengies, funnily enough. We went in, had a discussion with them. They came from where we were headed, because there was 2 locations that we were looking for Oka on. They let us know that they didn't have any activity on one of the locations. So we went to the other locations, found a mining base of sorts, like a research lab, for the Void Seekers. We broke in and pummeled the absolute living shit out of all of them. Blew that bitch up, which took out the entire planet. Saved Oka, the little fairy lady, and a couple other princesses. One of them was a big stone looking thing.
Yeah.
She just floated around and went wah wah at everybody. Everybody looked very confused, but I'm pretty sure she was throwing shade at some of them, which was fantastic. Everybody just smiled and nodded along.
Oh, and there were 2 Void Seekers that had turned and were on our side. Good.
Oh yeah, there
Void
is 2
Seeker?
of them.
Yeah, there were good Void Seekers that were helping us.
Yeah, one of them was
a trick?
was like a princess. I
Yeah.
don't know if that means anything for them. I don't know if they a dime a dozen within the Void Seekers or not yet. but two of them. We had Arya and Star. They were lovely people. So if you ever run into them, like they're okay.
Mhm.
What do you call a good void seeker? A void founder?
I mean,
That is.
it really depends, you know. It's
A solid seeker?
I have no idea.
a solid sneaker. I mean, that's only if you don't end up with phantom pain later. But
Phantom pain.
I kind of almost got the vibe that they were more like void deniers. Like they had sought the void, and now they were denying it. You know?
Void denier.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. She didn't really refer to herself as anything in particular.
yeah, no, but they were pretty cool. They were they helped us in our mission. One of them was like every time I knocked something down, she was just beating the shit out of it. So that was great.
Mhm.
Then we blew up the planet with the research base on it. Somebody mentioned some kind of tentacle monster flying thing that went fucking zooming by us. I don't really know what that's about. That's
Yeah, I don't
probably going to be a problem later. But for now, I think we're pretty okay.
I just can't believe how we've blown up 2 planets in like a week? That's wild.
Yeah, we got to be careful about that. We don't want to get the wrong reputation. People might say you can't land here. You might blow up our rock.
Yeah, it could cause issues.
Yeah, we can keep that hush hush. Speaking of hush hush, I discovered. Remember how on Flongo I used my voice to like disrupt Flongo? I can use that to disrupt shields too.
Wow.
Yeah, but it disrupts all the shields, so don't get hit. But you can use it. I can like disrupt them, like other people's shields, and you guys can like pummel them.
Nice.
We need to get you a giant bell. That way you can direct your voice in a certain direction. Like
Yeah.
that. What was that one movie that Jonathan referenced? Was it Kung Fu Hustle? That one, yeah.
Oh yeah, I think he did say something about that. I had never heard of it, but
Guys, I gotta hop on a work call. I'm gonna leave this chat open. I might be able to hop back in 5 minutes,
Okay.
but I gotta deal.
Loki, do you have any
yeah, that's-
details he missed?
I can't think of anything else. I think destroyed the base.
If you don't brag about cutting ships in half,
Oh yeah. When Chaka took out the shields of the ship, I was able to cut one of the Void starships in half with the Wormwood Eleftherion.
yeah, that was really cool.
And
I'm
what,
gonna like high five you.
and what were the Void Seekers doing in that room?
Oh, they were
They had a portal.
yeah, they were shipping ships through the portal. So we destroyed the portal. We blew up all these energy things, and the fairy girl flew into one of the energy things, and that was really weird to watch. And she seemed to gain a whole bunch of powers from it.
Yeah, that was wild. I don't know what that was about. I was like worried for her for a second there, you know?
Yeah.
And I've only been gone a week. Wow.
Then
That sounds like a lot has happened. Not a ton has happened in on my end. I stumbled across a bunch of another squad. Looking down here, searching my memory bank. The Rust Rats, led by a Captain Creel, first name Juno. Very, very nice guy. He assisted me in getting another dark matter core, so that's why I have Newt 1 out there. And prior to that, he gave me the parts, and Newt 1 was just a junk bot. And bought some zombie-like creatures that had twisted the dark matter core to make other zombies, but got rid of them. And while I was off doing that with a couple of his crew, he fought off some pirates, and I got this ship. And I point out the ship in the at the dock. Just a nice little thing. I can pilot it alone. No weapons to speak of at the moment, but it could have a small crew if necessary, for a medium length of time.
that's awesome.
Great as a landing craft.
Nice.
So we can keep our good ship up in the air and have a quick landing craft if necessary.
That's actually such a great idea. Oh my goodness.
And I've been working on Newt 1 out there while I've been piloting out here. So and Juno did have one of his crew that went off on a expedition and went missing, and the last message that they received from their crew member was "Help Karen," and
Help
she
Aaron.
had asked us to look into that when we have the time. It is closer to our home base than it is to his, which is why he asked us to look into it. He needs to defend his area.
Gorak looks up and says, "I'm sorry, did you say Karen?"
Yes. Kharon.
There is a planet within our system called Charon's Wake.
Charon's Wake. That is likely related then.
But I don't.
Interesting.
I mean, there's been no signs of life there for decades. I couldn't imagine why anyone would want to go there.
Do you have any information on the planet, like what happened or anything like that?
I'm afraid not. There's been nobody has. I mean, we have our own homes. Nobody. It's just kind of like a nothing planet.
How long has it been a nothing planet to your best recollection?
Oh,
Like, do I need to seek a historian, or should I look for somebody a little more recent?
No, probably, maybe. Looking through my data, I mean, I say decades, but it's more like centuries. My species lives much longer than most, so years are hard for me.
That's all right.
Hundreds of years, though.
I understand.
That planet has not been occupied for a very, very long time. It could possibly be because, I mean, tech does not really work there. Most like electronics cease functioning close to the planet within its orbit. Which is why I don't think anybody would visit Charon's wake. Most magic is usually nullified near there as well. And its moons also have strange properties that are very similar.
So it would be very bad for me to go there.
I'd imagine it wouldn't be great. I mean, you are different. You appear to be very different in your physiology. You may be able to go there, but I mean, again, you would need to find a ship that doesn't rely on a regular energy source.
I am working on that, but I have not achieved that yet.
Oakenshield may not be a bad place to do a little bit of research. Most of the people there are pretty welcoming as long as you remain friendly. That they're my people, and I have faith that they would be kind to you. But just steer clear of Aegis 9. Aegis 9 is close by, very, very close to Oakenshield. It's just best to avoid it if possible.
Is there a particular reason, or is it just that you guys have been at odds ends?
Aegis 9 is a military superstructure.
Okay.
It's like
I didn't get to see much of the layout of the system that we're in yet, so I appreciate your information.
Yeah, it's like a war world.
Okay.
I can give you a little bit of information. Oh. Sorry, go ahead.
Are they part of like the Galactic Federation kind of thing? Or is this like their own entity?
It is their own entity.
Okay.
Self-contained, like, military planet.
Yeah, okay. Because I'm sure you can see the military-esque vehicle out there, you know? Wade rolled in.
Yeah.
So it's not part of them, right?
Right.
Okay.
I can kind of give you a little breakdown of the system. So where you are now is the Armistice Table Squengies. There are two other Squengies in the system. One is the Open Specimen, that is closest to Titan 5. The other is the Paradox Paradise, and that is close to Solar Prime. Be very careful if you go to the Paradox Prime Squengies. You may just run into other versions of yourself.
Okay.
As for Titan 5, it is inhabited by like bulb-headed, almost green and gray aliens, or like green and gray species. They're very humanoid in nature. they traveled the galaxy, collecting specimens to exhibit on a small planet that revolves around the larger Titan V that they call Specimen Prime. They also have like their special laboratory, which is a satellite called Vivisectra. In recent months, they have begun to work heavily with the Void Seeker Syndicate. So much so that this has become kind of like the home base galaxy for their warship.
Sorry, you said that was Specimen Prime was the home base?
No, Specimen Prime is like the zoo planet that that Titan V exhibits the specimens that they collect.
Okay.
And then they have a giant satellite that they use as as like a scientific laboratory called Vivisectra.
Okay. The planet closest to the armistice table is Valkyrie. It is run by like the Valkyrians are all they're angel-like creatures, most of them. The higher elite of them have wings and are incredibly powerful. And those not gifted with wings and with extra abilities are protected by them and live on the planet's surface below. So they have the upper echelon of these Valkyries live in the skies. They have like sky temples, and then like the more common folk live on the actual planet proper. Normally it is not hard to access Valkyrie, but as of late it appears that they have locked down the planet. Their moon, Skydance, is an arena. It is like an anti-gravity arena that they do annual competitions in. Oakenshield, which I was telling you about, is my planet. It is because of we have two suns in the Athena system. You may have noticed when you came in, there's a green sun and a blue sun. We call the green sun Verdant, and we call the blue sun Aether. Verdant appears to emit a radiation that causes planets that have organic matter to thrive. So you'll notice that any organic planets around here have lots of lush like trees and jungle. Oakenshield, though once inhabited by humanoid creatures, those humanoids died off at some point, farther than I have information for, but we were the planet's protectors and still live on that planet to this day. Oh wow.
And yet Karen is
completely dead
of both magic, technology,
and life, and we have no idea why. There is Ember Granite. Ember Granite is a scorched planet. It is said that there was a wave that came off of Aether that actually fried some of the planets closest to it. That may have stemmed been what wiped out Karen's Wake, but no life can exist in Karen's Wake compared to these places. Like, as far as we know, like, there's nothing there. I haven't heard of anyone taking an expedition there in a very long time, so I don't have current information for that planet, but it is like a dead space almost. But Ember Granite did get reoccupied by elementals, and some of the planet's dead were brought back through necrosis. So I don't know how to describe it, but there are undead entities on the planet, though most of them are sentient. Ember Granite has one move. It's called one moon. It is called Grave Fall. That is a pretty strange moon. It actually sheds those undead that I was talking about. It actually occasionally sheds corpses and debris onto the planet.
That doesn't sound unsettling at all.
Yeah. There is Flame Tide. Flame Tide has oceans of liquid flame and plasma currents. It is also inhabited by like fire elementals, magma titans, and like solar adapted beings. Flame Tide has one moon. It's Pyraxis, and Pyraxis is a hollow moon with a burning core reactor. There is Solara Prime. Its surface is covered in massive crystal plates that refract the energy of the suns. It is inhabited by like an energy-based light construct being.
Okay.
And the Squengies, the Paradise Squengies, revolves around Solara Prime. Like, it stays within Solara Prime's orbit.
Okay. And is that the next nearest Squengies as well?
The next nearest Squengies is the Open Specimen.
The Open Specimen?
The Open Specimen. Yeah, the chef, the celebrity chef there comes directly from Titan 5. And most of its occupants at the Open Specimen are like the visitors there. So people visiting Specimen Prime to take in the sites there, or natives of Titan 5, and as most recently, because they have been nearby, the Voidseeker Syndicate frequents the Open Specimen quite often.
Oh, okay. So maybe don't go to that one.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to work our way through this very carefully. We'll probably see what we can learn on the different planets. I mean, there's at least 2 of them that we can go to right now.
Well, there is one more planet in the system. It's called Zephora. That is Zephora. And Zephora is an ocean planet.
Fragrance planet. Oh, damn, I figured they'd be a perfume planet.
It is an ocean planet. The denizens there communicate via emotion and memory.
Oh. Interesting.
I guess we have like a few options. We can go to I think we go and try and learn as much as we can. Is there, like Chubbs will look around and be like, is there like a board here, like a quest board or anything like that? Is anybody looking for like additional work or anything?
Oh no! Unlike
Within the system?
unlike most Squangy's locations, we do not have a bounty board. Peace is fairly maintained. Like people kind of stay in their lanes in the Athena system. We're all fairly self-governed, so we don't generally require help or outside help with our issues.
Yeah. No, just mostly looking for like if anybody has any odd jobs or anything like that, you know. Like not looking to cause issues, just looking to help out anybody that needs it, you know. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we can take a look. Did anything sound promising to anybody else? Like,
Well, you know me, mate. I just like a good fight.
it's fair. It's fair.
Well, the researching of Charon does sound interesting to me. Going to Oakenshield to research on Charon.
Yeah, that's
Wade, you were gone while there was explanation of where everybody was. Why don't you fill in the crew as to what you were doing?
I was fighting a mech. It was a legendary battle on an empty moon, where the graves of thousands of mechs that came before me, ignoring that I'm not a mech. Well,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, it was great. I was the mech warrior, just like those old games back in the day. And I faced the judge mech down, and I smote him with my fists. He gave me a good run, though. I had to sleep all the way here. And, I mean, actually, that sounds pretty typical for me. But I actually needed it, not just doing it for the hell of it.
Oh, okay.
Also, I saw a woman naked. It was great.
Nice.
I think I used too
Chaka
much
high
shampoo,
fives.
though. I sent her some more.
Okay, that's good, because, you know, you never come between a woman and her hair care.
Okay, I mean, your relentless pursuit is finally paid off by the sounds of it. So, congratulations.
Yeah, I guess I am pretty relentless.
Yeah, like Chubbs will give him a nod, like do that, and be like, "So, this mech that you fought, like, what happened? You know, you said it was a legendary battle, but how did you end up there? Like,
All right, I talked to my technical associate named Neuromancer. They gave me a good help. I'll talk about them more on the ship. Their kind of presence isn't really welcome on these Squingies. But they gave me some good job opportunities and places to fight. And I knew I had to make my monster grow and take down the Judge Mech. It was a monster waiting to find worthy mechs, and no one seemed to fit the bill. But luckily, I'm a flesh mech.
Looking at Wade, you do see that he is decked out in some kind of, like, exosuit.
Okay. Yeah.
It's got, like, shifting plates.
Hey, yo. That looks sick.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. And you got this from fighting the sorry. Were you saying Judge Mech?
Yes.
Okay.
His
Yeah,
role
that
was
sounds
to judge the most worthy of mechs in this tournament space. Unfortunately, he killed all the mechs, so no one was worthy to him. Until I hit him so hard that I won. I was building something there, and it just escaped me. I'm sorry.
Hey, hitting him so hard that you win is the goal.
Yeah.
Well done. High five.
Thank you.
Gilbert looks over and says, pretty sure Chubbs just got some cool toys too.
Oh, mate, I love toy.
Oh yeah, you finally unlocked your mech cases.
Yeah, I've been hanging on to these, but I don't really have anything that I can do with them yet, you know? Like, not really familiar with the controls, so I think that's probably
Are they
what I'm
inverted?
looking for. No, unfortunately, I just not familiar with, like, moving them. I don't even know what inverted is. I've never been inside of a mech before, but...
Oh, that makes more
yeah, I
sense.
did.
All right, so there's two things you got to watch out for. Sometimes they'll make the joysticks go the wrong way. That's called inverted.
Right.
It's for
Right.
assholes. You think
So,
I'm
like,
from the upside down of space, but no, it's still
Yeah.
for assholes. Also, sometimes they try to make it so like each part of the controls like a different limb of the mech. Some people
yeah.
really like that, but it's really hard to get used to. So like, good luck.
So, would your inverted be normal for me, or
I don't know. I don't fly a mech.
do we know that?
There's also a third type.
Oh,
The rule is
Like
mechs
their
and
neural
planes should be going the opposite direction. Because one's for the ground and one's for the space.
what about a flying mech? Because that one's kind of like
Flying
a
mechs.
yeah, it's kind of like an air, land, and sea. Yeah, you've seen.
Oh, that's a good
these.
point.
You've seen.
I'm
theory.
not sure then. I'm not really a mech warrior, except when I'm beating up mechs. I'm not the mech.
Yeah. Well, like we just gotta be mindful about like, you know, making sure we protect their armored core and everything too, right?
Yeah. That alchemic drive running the mech.
Okay. Well, I mean, like that's probably something that I'll have to like ask you guys for help with at some point here. We'll figure some
What
stuff out.
downtime activity?
And I would have probably left. I would have probably had to have left the mech on the ship for this, so I won't be able to show you guys right away. But I guess like, do I have access to like a picture or something like that? to,
Sure,
like, show
yeah.
everybody?
Like, when you open, because you have access to the open cases now, you also have access to the mech titles, which are basically just cards that have the same kind of thing, like a little hologram that pops up of each mech type.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll show the cleric off. 'Cause that'll probably be what Chubbs rolls with. But
Impressive.
yeah, it's interesting. Like I'm excited to see like what he can do, kind of thing. But yeah, this is just kind of where I am right now. I just gotta figure out how to work this fucking thing. I tried to get in it at one point, and fucking as soon as I got in there, I went to move the controls, and I almost hit myself in the face with the mace, or with the flail. So I figured it probably wasn't a good time to, you know. So we put it away and continued the mission without.
I am I don't consider myself a bad mech pilot. I could help teach you.
Yeah, if we
Over
get
time.
some time to sit down and practice, I'd love to have you guys around to, you know, give me a hand and, you know, guide me through whatever process is there. I know the mechanics of it, so I can't imagine it being too difficult. Like I can fix it up. I know where the parts go. I know what each part does and where each part assigns to and stuff like that. It's just getting it moving, you know. It's like a
Yep.
small child
And if
walking on
they-
new legs, you know.
If, as Wade says, the controls are in the opposite scheme than you were used to, I can assist in getting that scheme to the style that you prefer and helping you customize it.
Yeah, I'm not used to any controls. I just know how to make it like connect to each other and work. You know,
Oh yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll figure it out. So in our list of things, we could probably go see. Yes, that's the second mech. That's there. Chubbs wouldn't bring this one up because like Chubbs just thinks that this one's like a ranged mech, so he'd probably just like leave this one alone. He'd be like, oh yeah, this one here, and he's super excited about the cleric, and then you see like the fact that he has like another card, but like you barely see it before he just kind of tucks it away. Chubbs is an upfront personal kind of guy, so the second mech is...
I totally understand. My the neat one has followed after you. I have a shield for that one, the deployable energy shield. So it's not quite like,
sounds kind of interesting.
It's not quite like a shield fighter like you are, but it can deploy a shield of a similar style.
Hey, listen, as long as it keeps you safe, that's all that matters.
And I considered upgrading that to a deployable power shield, but I might do that later.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of my tower shield. I will always recommend it to anybody. It does require 2 hands though, so it's a pretty beefy shield.
It only requires 1 mech, one hand for the mech, and it.
Oh yeah, I guess they do have the mods. Yeah, if you get the extra arm mod, of course. Yeah, but so I mean, we can probably make a trip out of going and doing little research. I mean, the planet list is there. Do we have like a map? Oh, we do have a map. I mean, does anybody have any recommendations? Anybody want to go anywhere in particular?
There were... Sorry. There were a few places that piqued my interest, but, if MT got a message about helping, was it help Cora or save Cora? Or Karen?
It was help, ! Karen.
Well, I mean...
So, do you think it was a cry for help from Karen?
The message, it didn't have an origin point other than this system. And Karen is not their crew member's name. Their crew member sent the message, help Karen. Not help Karen, ! Help, ! Karen.
Yeah, so I'm wondering if it's like a cry for help, and then it's from the planet, like in Karen's wake.
Yeah, that's a little bit what I'm thinking too.
Either way,
or maybe something.
Is it still ongoing? Do we have like do we have anything from that? Like, can we trace the signal? Chaka, can you do your work of magic with the computers?
Yeah, is that something like that you still have access to, MT?
Memory bank VHD. Do I still have access to the original message?
He asked you to look into it, so I think he would have given you a copy of the message.
Okay.
Okay,
So
if I could...
I will look into that with... I will look into that with Chaka.
Okay, Chaka, and what are you trying to do with that information, Chaka?
just trace the message. For, like, more, like now that we're here in the Athena system, can we trace it more? Like, can we pinpoint it a bit more?
Give me a computers check.
Do you want me to aid you, or do you want to aid me?
That's a 19. That's a 30.
However you want to.
Do you want a crit fish? Because you'd have the help action.
You go. I'm helping you.
Okay. Sorry, with the help action gives me.
It would give you advantage, so.
Advantage.
So just roll a second
You're just
one?
rolling to see if you get a 20. Nope, we're sticking with the 30.
22 is still pretty good.
Using the information from the original message and knowing that you're trying to pinpoint the other side of the star system, you put to work the anathema's scans, like system scans, and what you come back with is a repeating message that says, "Captain, our ships have lost power and we are stranded on this planet. There are hundreds of dead holed up in a abandoned bunker. Please send help. Karen's wake."
And if that's a repeating message, can I tell when it was originated?
Yes, you can. The signal started. So it is bouncing off of the moon. It looks like the signal, the message is repeating from Watcher's lantern, but they are saying in that message that they are stuck on Karen's wake, and that message appears to have been playing for about 3 weeks.
Okay. So I'll relay that information. So whoever's needing help could still be out there needing help.
Yes, and if they rely on supplies in a technology dead area, he could be needing help soon.
Mm-hmm. That sounds pretty urgent. I'm happy to go to Karen's wake.
If it matters, he has offered some a reward for this, as well as a respect of his group.
Well, could have led with the reward.
Okay. Well, I wanted to help him because he helped me. He found me stranded in space.
Of course.
And he gave me a free
let's
ship.
save his stranded people.
Mm-hmm.
He saved ours, we'll repay in kind.
Of course. It's like an eye for an eye, but in a nice way.
A favor for a favor.
Yeah.
Alright, y'all, let's saddle up. Do you guys want to... do we have the room to dock all the ships together?
It's a large ship. You've got like a fucking huge bay. I'm gonna say yes, yeah, because it's the Zealot, the Fighting Fantasy, and the Daedalus. You should be able to fit all three of those in the thing. The hangar bay.
Daedalus is that big. That is a lot bigger than what I thought that the Daedalus was.
It don't take that to scale. I just needed to make it bigger than the Fighting Fantasy.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll talk up unless anybody has any objections to that. And then we'll get We'll stick there and Wade back in the fucking driver's seat, the pilot seats, and fucking
Is it
away
is
we
it
go.
right for us to be docking with Adam not here?
Huh.
Fair. And we will, man, what's another good word to use then? Merge our souls.
Merge our
That's
souls.
not easy.
That's still not better.
That's
Arguably it's
we
I
will
will enter
come
the
together. No, that's not good either.
What's it called when all the Power Rangers morph together?
More?
Well, like, isn't there like a Mighty Morphin something something? I don't know.
That's when they form their Megazord.
they transform into the Megazord.
Yeah, we can call it going
They
Megazord.
call them
There's
I will
already a
merge.
mechanic like that in the universe, but we're
It's
just
not
throwing our
docking,
ships
it's
in and
putting-
being like, all right.
Yeah, it's not docking. It's putting the ships in Megazord mode.
We're Captain
I
Planet
will enter
airships.
you.
Oh, no. No. Don't like that. You gather the ships together inside the Anathema. And so what is your plan? You're just like saddle
We're
up.
going to, yeah, we're gonna go.
The
We're gonna go and
bartender said
inspect
that
the.
There's a place where we could get some research on Karen. So I would suggest going there first, getting some research. Yes, it's a few hundred years old, but it's still the most recent information.
That's true. All right. So Oakenshield's pretty far away. This is a much larger star system than you're used to. It's not just like now that you are outside of the wormhole, travel is going to take a bit of time unless you're like really gunning it, and you're risking doing unnecessary damage to your systems. So it's going to be like a day, maybe 2 days from the Squengies to Oakenshield.
Okay.
You've got a couple days to do whatever you like with, and we'll call that like a mini downtime, like a couple days to do things during travel.
Okay.
Toggle navigation because we need the downtime tracker.
Yay! Oh god, so many tokens.
I gotta get rid of all those. We need to figure out what the equivalent of space fishing is, because the Saturday game has access to a fishing minigame now, and that extends to downtime, where they can just spend one of their downtime activities setting a particular difficulty and going fishing. Space fishing.
Vice.
Online fishing.
Loki, you've been particularly quiet, so I'm calling you out. Start us off for downtime. You are all on the Anathema. It is a pretty big ship, along like with the other ships. And while there's some things that you obviously won't be able to do that I'm sure you normally would want to do with like a downtime on a planet or something like that. I'm sure you have plenty in mind for activities you wanted to do around the ship. What is Loki doing in this like quiet period?
I want to see if Chubbs would be able to help me out. I want to learn. I want to learn rapid repair for the mechanics skill from the mechanics skill tree.
Yeah.
Set that.
Hold on, I
would have
gotta
to
I gotta
set-
replace the tokens here. Sorry, Loki, continue.
So I would have to set that for a 20, 25, or 30, right? Or 25, 30.
Because you're basically trying to circumvent the skill tree by like automatically learning the skill. Now, thankfully, it is like just like one step into the skill tree. I would allow a 25 or 30 roll there.
Okay. I'm just seeing if I have any charms that can help me out with this.
I also know that skill, so you have 2 instructors.
Okay, I will consider that.
You get to roll with double advantage.
No, I'm
Yeah.
gonna say advantage and like a +1 from each tutor, so advantage and +2 to the roll.
Yeah, I don't have any charms to help me out with this. But, so I'll do it for my 25.
Okay, the DC is 25. You are getting +2 and have advantage on this roll. It is a mechanics check, which you have a +7 for. So,
I'm gonna use my inspiration to reroll that.
yeah,
Can I give you guidance?
you sure can.
So that's plus 1d4.
Yep.
Yeah. Roll your d4 first, and if see. Wait, what you were rolling for a 25? Yeah, you
Yeah.
won't get it anyways. Never mind. I'm bad at math.
That's much
Hey.
better. 29 is much better. You spend the first part of your downtime. You do have some fairly skilled instructors. Like MT knows particular mechanics inside and out, and Chubbs has a lot of quick repair work under his belt, like having to speed repair multiple mechs at once. And the combined advice from them, along with a little guidance from Chaka as she sings a little ditty in the room while you guys are kind of like learning, is enough for everything to click for you. You almost get like to the tune that Chaka is singing, you get that little like device in your head of memorizing the things that are happening. And yeah, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do this the easy way, and I'm just gonna give you a skill point. And we're gonna automatically spend it. Oh, wait. You already had mechanics, but you have to learn mechanics. There we go. And that skill point is going to rapid repair. Those guys have huge hogs. Weird awkward pause. Okay. It's always the motorcycle. Every time the motorcycles drive by, those guys must have huge dicks. I want
Got it.
the whole neighborhood to know it.
I didn't even hear it come through your microphone, so it was
Really?
just you talking about huge dicks. Yeah.
Oh,
That makes it so much funnier. I heard it because I'm in the same apartment.
I'm gonna buy myself the ultimate big dick car and get a mini.
That's so funny.
I used to drive a smart.
You used to drive a smart car?
Drives.
Yeah, I actually had 2 of them.
They're
Had
efficient.
in 09, and then when that lease went up, I had a 2013 until it died.
What was your favorite thing about having a smart car?
Easy to park. Gas was not horrible, premium gas. And you sit tall in it. Believe it or not, because it's all front seat, it's very roomy.
Interesting. Cool. Thank you for the review.
I do miss it still. I don't think I could live with it now, but I do miss it still.
Nice. Always thought smart car. Oh, sorry.
Chaka Khan. What are you doing during your downtime? What's the first thing that you're doing during your downtime?
I want to teach Vera to read.
You want to teach Vera to read?
Or at least start with like some easy picture books.
Okay.
With you.
It was mentioned recently that she doesn't know how to read, and I want to help her.
Chubbs is asking that you take Borklord with you as well.
I can teach Borklord to read too.
All right. A hooked on phonics session.
Yeah. Who better to teach somebody to read than the person with 30 intelligence?
What? That's true. What do you want to set the difficulty at?
Well, since I'm teaching 2 folks to read and one of them is Borklord, maybe I should set it a bit higher.
Borklord also does not know Galactic. Like, he only knows Space Pirate. The only thing he knows in Galactic is his name, Borklord.
Yeah.
Glad to help.
So you're not just teaching them how to read, you're teaching them how to speak a language.
I'm teaching him how to read a language, at least.
You don't even share a common language. Unless you know Space Pirate.
I know Galactic and Astral Song, and that's it. Is there a minimum you would want me to set the difficulty as?
What do you think a fair difficulty for your original goal was just teaching one being to read? So I'm still going to take like.
And I was gonna set the bar real low at like some Dr. Seuss or something, like something easy. But like if there's
think of Borklord as like a in the background kind of character, like he's watching you like point out things and be like apple kind of shit. Like, you're not like trying to teach Borklord.
I'm just bringing him with me.
Teach Vera. He's just
but
like
if
a
I
side
roll
product
well enough,
of,
he'll
like,
pick up some skills.
like hoping that he picks up some stuff. Yeah. that way, other people other than me can communicate with Borklord.
Just like a few simple words. If he could learn any other words, that would be great.
Borklord.
Yeah, Borklord. Okay. Let's do 10. Does that sound okay? Since I'm mostly focusing on just Vera, then.
That sounds fine.
And mostly just trying for like a grade 1 level.
Yeah, we're going for easy peasy reading, like The Cat in the Hat. What do you want me to roll for that?
That's a good question. I think it's got to be just like a raw charisma check here.
Charisma?
Oh,
Okay.
no, it's... The problem is it's intelligence, too.
What's your argument for each of them, you know? Which one do you want to use more, and why should you use that one?
I want to use my intelligence more because it's a +10. But
But,
and since the difficulty is 10, that's basically an automatic.
If
I mean, now
If
you
I was
have to
setting the
position it to
difficulty-
BHG as to why you should be able to use that.
If
Yeah.
I was setting the difficulty, I would have a raw charisma of Chaka with a bonus of the learner's intelligence modifier.
Oh, that is smart. It is Vera trying to learn.
So that's a way less OP intelligence modifier.
Yeah, it might be a minus
So your
1.
charisma plus her.
Hold on, I gotta look. Where's Vera?
Vera has a 16 int and a 15 charisma.
Oh, she's a little smart.
She just can't read, but that's fine. We're gonna fix that.
I guess you'd have to be like mildly smart to be able to pilot a ship.
Yeah.
Looks at Wade.
So she'd give you use your charisma, and then it is a +3 from Vera's intelligence. That's still a pass.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's green eggs and ham and fucking hop on pop. And good night moon.
Hell yeah.
Vera seems a
Oh, shoot.
Sorry, what?
I was gonna try to argue for also getting advantage since Vera's in my brood network.
Oh, yes. Yeah, go ahead and crit fish for me.
Yay.
Can only go up from here.
That was +3, you said. Is that?
It's the same. It's the exact same.
That is the same roll.
Yeah.
Vera is a surprisingly quick learner, and once you like put the books in front of her and like start reading and like pointing out the words and kind of like going through the letters and why they sound the way they do and giving like everything you give her, she is absorbing very quickly. And I would say like she already knew common and galactic as far as like speaking. I'm going to say that she gains a firm like you wanted like first grade level, I'd say even like a third grade level understanding of the words that you've provided to her, and probably have given her some like material like homework to practice that with, so it'll only get better over time.
Fantastic.
Unfortunately, it wasn't 5, like even the bare minimum of 5 over, so Bork Lord absorbs none of it.
Yeah. He's just there to look at the pictures in the picture books.
You just like hold up the book to him, and he looks at the book and looks at you and goes, Bork Lord, Bork Lord, Bork Lord, Bork Lord, Bork Lord.
Like, I feel like he's probably reading it in cadence with the words, but all of the words are Bork Lord. But
Yes.
like, it's making sense still.
Yeah. Look, if I can just teach you galactic, you could be a poet.
Yeah. That'll be my next.
Chubbs.
I don't wanna.
What do you mean you don't wanna?
Fuck. Alright, BHG. Here's the fun stuff. What is your requirement, given the help that I'm here for, to get the proficiency in the piloting skill?
Oh, I like this. Ooh, I
wanna
like
send Kayak
this.
to help him with this.
We have somebody who builds mechs from the ground up from scratch. We have like Loki is a very surprisingly talented mech pilot. For somebody like he wasn't even in it to become a mech pilot in the beginning, and what he has done with the Eletherion so far has been absolutely magnificent. So I'd say you have, and also Chaka's not a mech pilot, but Chaka's got a 30 intelligence, so even Chaka can be helpful. I'm assuming with guidance to be able to help you with like a game plan, right?
Hell yeah.
And I mean, I'm not a bad space pilot, so I can help out there too.
Yeah.
The ragtag crew.
Yeah. I'm proficient in
teaching me
piloting.
the baby
So,
steps. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Chaka, do you have?
Especially if you take it with the condition that only for mechs at first.
Chaka, you have
Yeah,
piloting, so technically you could use one of their mechs as well to be able to like get into the fold and help with like teaching within a mech.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah, I could have like everybody in my ear while fucking me and Wade are like wrestling or some shit with the mechs and whatnot.
Hell, I could put you
Hell
in
yeah.
Newton and monitor you while you're piloting, and I could be there to take over if you make any critical mistake.
Yeah. Yeah, like a fucking stop force kind of thing. Like a kill switch. There you go.
So, I mean, you've got
Take over.
You've got plenty of help.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say you can set the DC at a 25 or 30
Okay.
for learning a new skill.
Yeah.
You're going to get advantage. You're going to get +4 to the roll.
Okay. I still have to roll really crazy. What kind of a roll do you want for that?
Piloting.
Piloting roll.
So dexterity.
I would have to set that at a 25 because at a 30 I would never hit it. I would only have a +6, which means I would have to roll a 19 or higher.
Do you get to add a D4 for guidance?
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's advantage +4 +1d4.
And I am not proficient in this, so I wouldn't get any bonus from proficiency.
Correct. It's not impossible.
It's not impossible. I am looking to see if there's anything that I can do to assist myself with this.
Yeah, charms and grand charms.
Yeah. Because, like,
You
I
can
do have
also
the...
ask about just progress towards, so not even a this
Yeah.
solves it for you. This is just progress towards it.
Yeah. I don't really have much in the way of being able to do this, but we'll take our shot at it anyways, because fuck it, why not? Yeah, the only thing that I have is just I had the expert charm, which is why I was like, oh yeah, proficiency, because it allows me to add my proficiency again, but unfortunately we're not there. So piloting roll, and then we do +4, advantage, and then another 1d4. I rolled a straight 20.
That is a straight 20.
When he's good, but it's still by 5. Do I burn my inspiration for this? I burn my inspiration for this. Fuck it. I want this. +4 plus 1d4. Then. Okay. Come on, you got it.
That's a 23.
Is better. It's not quite there, but it's better.
It's not quite there, but it's better. You're almost getting it. Like, again, as somebody who works on them, like, you understand the mechanics of it, but there's something, it is already, especially because you're using these mechs with like smaller cockpits, you're a big guy, so you're having a hard time being able to use the controls properly. So you're very clumsy. I'm going to say if you attempt on your next roll, I will lower the DC to a 20.
Okay.
You're kind of getting it, but not quite there yet.
Yep.
Wade.
I would like to expand my piloting a little bit just by figuring out the differences in flying the fighting fantasy, having not done so very much. I just want to get a better feel for how it handles, what's different about it. Maybe give me a leg up in our next firefight outside.
Okay.
I'd like to set a piloting DC of 15.
Piloting DC of 15. Trying to get a feel for your new ship, and a ship for the first time in a while that has like a good weapon system aboard. You don't have to be in the swivel seat to be able to use the swivel guns in this ship, and can control it from the cockpit. But like if somebody else is aboard, you can have them taking those reins instead, using their stats with the weapon.
A lot of fun.
Go ahead and give me a piloting check.
All right. Pretty good roll.
That is a pretty good roll. So you take the fighting fantasy out and you're just kind of like doing like loop tricks around the Athena, trying to stay close by but still get like a really nice handle on the ship. And because of your experience with the Moldy Crow, you have like the controls down already. It is just like it's the comparison of having an old car with an old engine and like old parts compared to like getting a brand new vehicle. Like it is just like figuring out the difference in acceleration and being able to like lean with it. But like as an experienced pilot, you have no issue at all. And soon like you've got the ship like not docked on the Anathema, but like almost like skating it, like using it as if your ship was using it as like a surfboard. Doing neat little tricks. I'm going to say specifically for the fighting, when you are piloting the fighting fantasy, for your rolls, you get +1 to your piloting checks. You need to come up with a really crazy trick. And give it a really crazy space Australian name.
Oh, of course. Although, I mean, I think I exhausted my desires there when I was trying to put a bomb up in holding planet's Cloaca.
That's fair. That's fair. MT.
I'll be right back.
I have two thoughts. I have one that is relatively easy. That is spreading that game back to the robot bartender, and then also to his planet when we get there. So prepping the game for that. The other thought, and this is a long shot, so feel free to set the difficulty what you think it should be. Connecting the Newton to the Daedalus for power to potentially have a power source that can get around the power draining effects of Karen.
Oh, that's so good. I like it.
So at least we could have a landing craft that can get off of Karen when we want to leave.
I like that.
I suspect this might take multiple rolls and multiple checks, but it is a long shot. Set the difficulty based on what you want.
Here's what I'm going to say. A bare minimum, like a 20 or even a 15. But I'm going to say the length of parts that you have to do to get it done varies on how high you set the difficulty. If you set it at a 30, like, you get it one and done. If you set it at a 25, it's going to be like half and half. If you set it at a 20, it's going to be like a 3-part plan. And if you set it at a 15, then it's going to be like one of 4 parts.
Okay, here's what I want to be able to do. I want to be able to dock and undock Newton from Daedalus so that I can do this over and over if needed.
Okay.
So that I can have it docked, use it as the power core, and then take Newton out and use Newton on the planet. And then when I get back, be able to quickly get Newton back in. However many attempts that you think that I should do to get that, based on the difficulty that you think I should do. I will err on what you decide for this. And if I fail at that, I will move to do it multiple times at lower difficulty.
I think what I want to start with you is a mechanics roll.
Yep.
Rather than do our normal thing of just setting the difficulty, I'm going to let you freely roll, because the higher the better. Like, if you hit 30 and above, that's where you want to hit to kind of get this done in one process. But depending on where you land, I'm going to say if you roll a 10 or lower, it's going to count as a failure and take up one of those lower spots. But if we hit a 15 or higher, then that will determine how far you get in this project.
Can I have Chaka's D4 inspiration?
Chaka, are you...
Hell yeah.
I will offer my mechanics abilities as well. It's like a help action.
Yeah?
You tell me what you need where, and I'll
Does that give me
fucking...
advantage?
Okay. Chaka, are you giving a guidance, or are you giving a bardic inspiration?
If I get this, if I succeed at this almost trivializes the landing on the planet. I'm not saying it does trivialize. I'm sure we're still going to have problems, but it makes the difficulty significantly less.
Are they both just a... It's a D8?
Yeah, your bardic's a D8 right now.
Oh yeah, take the bardic inspiration. That's exactly what I was just looking at my character sheet trying to figure out. You get a bardic inspiration.
It's pinned on your attributes tab.
Yeah, I was looking at I'm reading bardic inspiration right now. I just was looking at, trying to skim through to see what it was at.
Okay, so mechanic with advantage plus 1d8.
Yep. Oh, that's good. That's a 31.
Beautiful.
Well, he just beat his hard roll. So it's pretty much smooth sailing from here for MT.
Yep.
We are going to call that personal goals, and we're about to get very funky and cool here. Because if it was just you think it would be like, yeah, you can make like a simple power source, but with your team, like your friends and your crew by your side, this becomes an effortless process. Chaka, in this instance, gives you the bardic inspiration, but is able to help you put together a blueprint first. And so you go about recreate, like, especially after watching the dude transform into like a motorcycle, you're like, oh well, we can kind of make the Newton do that, and so you give Newton the function to be able to compress its parts into almost like a box shape, with an outlet that you can connect the dark matter core to your ship's battery, so that it basically just like runs off of that instead of its normal energy source.
Awesome.
You're able to build like a little compartment for it with Chubbs's help, where the power source is. So literally, like, it like transforms down into this like little brick and then like slides itself into place. You still have the ability to be able to summon it from the ship to your location, and in having that power, you are also able to dismiss it back to the ship in the same place. So you can, as long as you like, obviously you'll be without it, but if you want it to prime the ship to have the ship going ahead of time to like for like a hot exit, you can send it to the ship to get that process started running off of its plasma core. Basically having Newton become like the autopilot for your ship.
Nice. By the way, that feature that I used is called Call to Arms, if you want to look it up.
That's fucking so cool.
It summons it to within 5 feet of me, or if it has a cockpit, I can have it envelop me.
Yeah, that is insanely cool. Like, that's fucking badass. But like, and yeah, so now like you can basically do the reverse in connection to the data list specifically. You can't do it for any ship. Yeah. Like, this is just for your ship, but you can summon it from your ship as long as it's within that 1,000 foot range, and you can send it back to be able to like autopilot, like kickstart the ship to have it ready for you guys to go.
Yeah. Awesome.
I'm going to do it in this order now. Back to Chubbs.
I would like to run it back. We're going to take the eased difficulty for the 20.
Yep.
Alright. And then, do I retain the same buffs?
Yes.
G4. Alright, we pray for a big number. A 21. We are successful.
21 is successful. And here you've just been it's just that you've continued to go at it. You've still got your friends by your side in all kinds of mechs, like helping you out. And you guys like spend the day like basically doing like fun weird shit. Like he has his little wrestling with fucking with Wade in his giant form. Plays like a couple sports, like maybe like just like a kickball or something like that with everybody like running around in mechs and like Wade in his giant form, just trying to get you used to balancing the mech, being able to like make like sharp turns with it and things like that, being able to jump and like really get the feel of it to make it feel like it is an extension of yourself. And over time you are able to finally crack it and learn the piloting skill, specifically geared towards mechs. 1 second. Pirating.
Do I mark that off on my like regular sheet, or do you want me to just keep that in mind?
I did it. I gave you the skill for it on the skill tree, which gave you piloting on your character sheet. It just automatically ticks it off. So now you have proficiency in piloting. Again, it is relative to mechs. You can continue to like do research into ships if you wanted to. I'd say right now, if you're piloting ships, you'll still get like a disadvantage to it because you're not trained with ships specifically.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. But yeah, especially like you start with Newton and then you move on to maybe like the Blackbeard Steel Boxer, just to have like an idea of how like the actual mechs move around instead of like a custom built mech. And then you move on to using the Orcus Cleric, and the Cleric feels more comfortable specifically because of its shield function. Like it has that kind of thing, like you can kind of do like a shield block, shield bash. And do you think with enough time and practice in future downtimes, you may be able to start creating specific skills based on your shield skills?
That's dope.
Okay.
So you could basically, I would allow you to use a downtime as an activity to convert one of your Vanguard skills into a mech skill as well, like a mech feature.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Loki.
All right. I'm gonna use the skill I just learned. I want to practice with the rapid repair. So I want to spend some time just doing some repairs on the Wormwood Eleftherion because it took some pretty bad damage in the last battle.
Yeah, let's see how it's doing.
Its one arm is really fucked up.
Yeah, and it's like, whereas before, the other fights that you've had with the Eleftherion were specifically fighting just like normal like beings, like normal humanoids. Like this is the first time you've had like full-on ships trying to take down your mech, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
Nothing on here is as hurt as it was on the other one because I didn't carry the mechs and stuff over. I don't think like any mech learned a new ability or anything like that. The only thing that got new abilities was the ship, the Amethyst Claw. So I don't remember what like damage like your arm and stuff were at, but I do remember you were taking a ton of damage and we're not at like these levels. So it is just a practice in rapid repair. It will regenerate, but we'll see with this practice. Like, what do you want to set the difficulty at?
I was going to do it as a 15.
As a 15, okay.
Yeah. Just the mechanics roll?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a mechanics roll.
Is there a limit to how much I can give guidance?
No, I'm pretty sure guidance is a cantrip, is it not?
Stick a D4 on that.
Okay.
Top of your bardic inspiration.
Really?
That's true. Yeah, because bardic inspiration has only a certain amount of uses per long rest.
Mm-hmm.
So
20.
27. That is a 27.
I wish I could get guidance as a cantrip or as one of my gadgets.
Well, maybe. I mean, that's
It's cross-class.
Feats.
True.
That's why I love feats. There was a shop I wanted to create that I decided not to, that was called Feats Finder.
No. No.
The only way I could justify it is you'd have to pay like an insane amount of money, or go on like an incredibly dangerous quest to be able to access them, because it's such a powerful thing to have access to. And with Grand Charms and everything else already being in play, I kiboshed it. But there was almost a feats finder.
No.
No. Loki. I think because you had some really great teachers, and you were already with the Eletherion, just not in the really mechanical way, in that like you know what's damaged, you know what looks out of place, and so it's pretty easy to give it its full repairs. But additionally, like you're kind of getting a better idea of it under the hood, so to speak, and even like the other mechanics, like getting a glimpse at it. Especially you, MT, you'd know that this obviously isn't like a manufactured mech. Like this is another one of those unique, like one of a kind variety mechs. This thing also does not run off of regular energy core, but whatever it's running off of, you've never seen anything like it.
Okay. Which mech was this?
This is the Wormwind Eletherion. Loki and them, they got this mech right before they met you guys, and Loki piloted it for the first time in battle.
If it is still injured, I will spend some of my usage of rapid repair to assist.
Oh no, he fully repaired it.
Okay.
Yeah, he was able to fully repair it. Loki, would you even let him try, like, or would you be like, nah, like this is my Everest?
I just hugged the mech like my precious.
Yeah, being able to get close and actually like take a look at it, and get like deep into it. Yeah, it is very none of you can surmise how this thing is actually running, like what it's running on, or where its energy comes from.
Interesting.
Hopes and dreams.
Hopes and dreams, yeah. Wade.
All right. Sorry, I had a funny idea that was serious. I'm actually going to do some stretching and exercise. Try to get my flexibility going. Kind of keeping. That would be a. No wait, I already. No, I didn't.
Sorry, what?
I want to try and increase my flexibility doing a bunch of stretches.
Okay.
A DC 20.
To what end?
Maybe give me a leg up in certain dexterity rolls.
Okay.
And I figure it would probably be like a raw dexterity for that, or maybe like a sleight of hand even. Trying to be more useful that way.
What I want is actually an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics is a lot better than both things I listed. I'll take it.
Because you're trying to limber up, you're trying to find a way to really stretch and
inspiration that.
Yeah.
You can do it almost.
I'm assuming you've got the guidance.
Yeah, take your guidance.
Ooh. Come on to or higher. Yeah.
You get a guidance. You get a guidance. Everybody gets a guidance.
Everybody gets a guidance. Yeah, I mean, the purpose of this is to, I guess, it's more so than just trying to limber up, but trying to find a strategy to be able to stretch and be able to maneuver your body better,
Yes.
especially now with your newfound kind of strength and stuff. Did you show your do you find like show your compatriots your new gauntlets?
I haven't mentioned them, hoping someone points them out. Because I wasn't wearing them when we were in Squengies.
Yeah. Wade is
I
walking.
feel like Chaka would be like, "Ooh, nice gauntlets."
Yeah,
a
mate,
fashionable
they're
lady.
really good at fucking things up. Feel like
Those
a
are
race
so
car in a
cool.
fight.
They are fiery. And as I say that, I produce a ball of fire in my hand.
Nice.
I don't think I've ever seen a race car in a fight, but you know what? This is kind of exactly what I would picture.
A race
They're
car in a
sick.
fight.
Yeah. He said it feels like a race car in a
Just
fight.
think of things being revved up, like they're
Mm-hmm.
accelerating.
What I'm going to give you, Wade, is you develop a special technique that will give you advantage on dexterity-based checks and saves 3 times a day.
Joke's on you, I was improving my piloting all along. That's awesome.
Where is here, I'm gonna add it as a feature. New feature. It's called Limber Up. You are able to push your limits with dexterous activities. Gain advantage on a dex-based check or save. 3 times a day. There we go. That is now a feature on your character sheet in the features tab. Per day. There we go. MT. Or sorry, no, Chaka.
Yeah, rude. I want to do some research into this planet we're going to.
Okay.
Want to find out more about its history. And, I kind of wanted to see if I could, like, kind of look, like, the most recent update we have from it is, like, 300 years ago, right?
That's for Karen's Wake.
Yeah.
The planet you guys are headed to right now is Oakenshield.
We're going to Oakenshield to get info on Karen's Wake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing the
Okay.
research at Oakenshield. because
Okay.
the information for Karen's weight
Is on
is
open
almost
shield.
non-existent unless you're at one of the archaic universities or something like that on OpenShield.
Okay.
But I would still let you try. What would you be setting the difficulty at?
So, here's what I actually wanted to do. I wanted to research into the history of it and then use my intelligence and like my knowledge of history to like kind of predict / surmise like the trajectory of what would have happened on that planet in the last 300 years, or like what could have. Like I wanted to basically try and come up with like as likely of a hypothesis as possible of what we're going to be walking into based on the 300-year-old information we're going to have. So I don't think I can do that now unless we get that information first.
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit harder without having any knowledge
base
about the
info I was
planet.
looking
Yeah.
for. Yeah. I misunderstood what was happening earlier, so that's on me. I do not have Chaka's 30 intelligence.
That's alright. I do not have MT's 20 wisdom.
That's fair. So, in light of that plan getting derailed, can you do MT and come back to me?
Sure.
Okay.
This is the perfect time to advertise, though, right beforehand. Anybody who was on the crossover mission received a sample bottle of Doc Squelch's Soothing Sack Salve. Doc Squelch's Soothing Sack Salve for when you've got a bitch of an itch. Now with extra turmeric.
Wild. Good old Dr. Squelch.
MT, what are you doing for your next roll?
Well, I don't know if this would be allowed. So I have a backup if it's not allowed. I want to see if you'll allow me to, in studying Chaka's guidance and all that, of me losing one of my gadgets to gain the guidance gadget.
Oh.
Even though it is not on my class skill. So I would lose the gadget maintenance and gain the gadget guidance.
Oh, I like that. And I suppose you're wanting that to be a mechanics roll, are you?
I am willing to take whatever role you tell me that it would be, because it is going from a magical source to a science source. I don't even know if it would be possible. That's why it's a stretch. It's not on my class list. It's not even on the scientist class list, which is where I would get some of my class features from, some of the expanded spells from. If I were to gain higher level spells as part of the mech, which I can do by spending mech points, but it's not on that list. I don't need either.
What? The DC's got to be a 25 for this, because it's wild shit. But what I'm going to... So you've got an expertise in mechanics. I'm going to get you to roll the mechanics with your intelligence instead of your wisdom.
Okay, so that being the case, let me just take a look at my attribute.
When you make the roll, it'll let you switch the stat type.
I'm just going to roll the investigation because it would be the equivalent.
The same thing, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just going to use it's a mechanics roll, but I'm just. Or you know what? I'll do as you said, wisdom, and then swap that to intelligence.
And I, of course, add the 1d4. Chaka, he's trying to learn. Like, are you just getting like, how do you impart guidance to people?
Well, like, it depends on what I'm guiding them through. But
So I'm trying to turn your magical guidance into a technological guidance that I could use.
it is a touch-based spell. So, like, I have to, like, put my hand on their shoulder or something to be like,
Okay. So
Here you
that
go.
could be something that I can incorporate it into a glove or something along those lines.
yeah. I think a glove would be a really fitting thing for it.
Go ahead and give us that roll. Give it with advantage, and 1d4.
Hell yeah, I was gonna say you don't think I'm gonna give him guidance on that? Guidance on making the guidance?
Okay. So, let me do it so that I can get that. Let's see what this looks like.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's a hot solid 30.
That's a target +5.
It is. MT, you don't have to get rid of a gadget.
I don't have to get rid of the gadget.
You don't have to get rid of a gadget. You now like you have the goal in mind. You're like you've seen Chaka do this over and over again, where she'll just walk up to somebody and it seems that they are instilled with something that pushes them even further beyond themselves. And asking Chaka, she's like, oh, you know, like it's just like I reach out and touch them. You analyze it and you see the magic within it, and you're able to boil that down to mathematics that allow you to make this kind of like glove, this extra skin on one of your hands that you can reach out and touch somebody and instill that same kind of confidence within them.
Okay. Oh, okay. I will edit it so that it looks like a gadget and not the spell.
Yep. Chaka Khan, we're coming back to you.
Hell yeah, I know what I want to do now. So last time I did stuff like when we killed Flongo, I tracked Flongo bits through space.
Yes.
And in my notes I have here, next downtime I can make I want to make a computer program to track/predict the trajectory and landing of those bits, because I fully believe the Flongo bits that exploded are still radioactive, and I don't want it to just spread little Flongos everywhere.
I will pass along information about where I ended up, in case that aids her in her role.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Also in my notes here it says next downtime can roll at any stat due to 29 computers check.
Yep.
So does that mean I can do this as like a 5 roll if I wanted?
You could set it as a 5 roll, yeah, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I remember the
In
agreement.
your face, I'll also aid her to give her advantage.
So with advantage, what is it, a computer's check?
Yep. And you're setting it at a 5?
Yeah. Because why not?
Add my guidance on you for that.
Add 1d4.
Is that a fucking nat 20?
That was a nat 20. So, your DC was a 5. You rolled a 39.
34.
Nope, plus 5. You rolled it. You rolled a nat 20.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sick.
You create, and you whip it up so quickly. You create this insane algorithm, this free mod, like computer mod that you can install in ships. You can install it in mechs, and as a scan of these Flongo pieces, this anti-Flongo algorithm that you've created. And immediately once you get this thing this program up and running and have it running through the anathema, you get 4 pings in this star system.
So there are 4 bits of Flongo close by?
There are 4 bits of Flongo close by that you know of. There is 1 in Zephora. There is 1 on Ember Granite.
Hold on one sec, sorry.
Yeah.
We're in the Athena system. Sorry, you said 1 on Zephora, 1...
1 on Zephora, 1 on Ember Granite.
Uh-huh.
1 on Charon's Wake.
Okay.
And 1 specifically on Specimen Prime.
Interesting. Okay. And in game time, how long ago did we explode Flongo?
It's probably been a week.
Just 1 week?
Yeah.
Okay. So the message asking for help on Charon is newer, or is older than when the
2
bit would
weeks
have
older
landed
than
there.
that.
Okay. Okay. So they don't need help because of Flongo landing there.
Yeah.
That's good.
No, Flongo just made it more dangerous.
Yep. It's okay. I also have a selection, or like a sample of the goo from Flongo that made him radioactive, and one of my goals is to see if I can make like an anti-venom type of thing, like an anti-radioactive component that can undo the effects of the radioactive Flongo bits and
Do
goo.
you have some Flongonian goo?
I do have Flongonian goo. I collected it like a little scientist.
Also, by creating this algorithm, you do a final calculation and predict that there are 124 pieces of Flongo flung out in the universe. So 4 in this star system and 120 that are spread out in other star systems out in the universe.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good 39 roll. I'm not mad about it. On a 5 difficulty.
On a 5 difficulty, yeah. It is 1037. I think we'll be pushing it a bit over if we try and do 5 more downtimes right now. So that's where we'll call it for the evening. That'll give you a week to plan for your next downtime activities. Again, they're smaller things, obviously, because you're on the ship, but you've got access to plenty of resources. I would say the next week, when you have a little bit of time available, go back into those crossover sessions, go back into those solo sessions, go back into those last like Flongo episodes, just to kind of give yourself a little bit of a refresher and kind of like give you time to like make notes of your goals that you guys have had, because I know there was a lot of stuff that you guys wanted to do, but obviously springing downtime on you puts you guys in the moment, so you've got a little bit of time to plan, discuss it amongst your group, and we'll be back at it next week. Yeah. And
the next 2 hours, so
hey, there you go. Well, thanks to everybody who tuned in at home. We love every single one of you. We hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And as always, power to the players. Have a great night. We may be back on Saturday. It is a beach day, and I think somebody is out, so it might just be a free day. But we will definitely be back Sunday as we get back to the Prince, where they are bringing Xylophony in her mutated form to hopefully be cured by a mad scientist. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so that's 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. That is Sea of Stars, The Prince. Also, going forward, this is the first episode of Sea of Stars, The Empty Ones. However, it is episode 38 of the whole kind of episodic, like, Moldy Crow onward. So that's how I'm going to be labeling it. It's going to be on the same playlist. It's just going to be a name change going forward. And that's it. So thanks to everybody who tuned in. We love you all. We hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Power to the players. Have a great night.
Damn, she really said good night.
That's,
Yeah.
I definitely hit the wrong button.
Good night to all of you.
Another 10 points on your points cards tonight. This is a great return to form.